Alright, for this question, it's going to be a little bit different. We still need to do the problem, but don't let it throw you off or confuse you. You just need to figure out with this setup here how far you could take what the question is asking. So the question is asking, what is the maximum radius that 5,600 pounds can be lifted off the main boom over the side? So down here in our setup, just like we've been doing, I'm going to build the chart just like we normally do. So we've got set up, we've got main boom, 360 degrees. Okay, pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead, zoom in here. We're going to build up our diagram. A little crappy diagram there. Let's see. Line pull, 12,920. Then our little gross capacity equation. And over here we've got our deducts. Total. Alright, so first piece of information it's given us, aside from what the question is asking, is our boom mode B, 75 foot. There's no boom angle in A, and it's no radius. Radius is what we're trying to find out, right? How far can we take that load that weighs 5,600 pounds with all of our deductions added on? So our first deduction we have is a lifting beam. Let's go ahead and mark all these off as finished. Lifting beam, so beam, 900 pounds. That's done. It's just telling us pound a foot. Extension, so EXT, we don't need to write the weight or the length or anything like that down. We're going to go up here to our, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Go up here to our deductions page and our extension, that is 34 foot offset fly stowed. What is that way? 34 foot offset fly stowed. Lifting from the main, so we're lifting from the main boom, 34 foot offset fly stowed on base, another 900 pounds. All right. Now we don't have, so that's done. That's done, that's done. We don't have a block, so we do have a ball. The ball is BALL. I believe, what is the ball? It is auxiliary head. And we have our 8.5 ton ball, 380 pounds, 360 pounds. 360 pounds. So there's that. And now we have rigging. 1,000. Check. We don't have main rope deduction because, as we concurred, we don't have a block. So you can't have main rope if you don't have a main block. And then we're going to be picking from the whip line. So we're not going to have off the main boom. So we're not going to have a line deduction because we need one part of line to make that lift. So let's go down here, add up all our deductions. 900 plus 900 plus 360 plus 1,000 equals 3,160 pounds. This is deduction. 3,160 pounds of deductions. We're going to go ahead and add that into here. 3,160 pounds. Now, let's go see where our best capacity is going to be 5,600 pounds. So let's go ahead and scroll on over to our load charts. Don't keep in mind, we don't need to worry about that. We don't have any line deductions. Now, if we had a main block and it was hanging, say, 10 foot below the tip, we would have to do 10 times however many parts aligned. So if it was 10 times 2, we'd have to add 10 times 2. That'd be 20 pounds. Because of 2 parts aligned, it's not in use, it's hanging 10 foot below the tip. Thus, that gives us 20 pounds. But since we don't have a main block, we're going to scroll on past. We are going to find the main boom mode B. Over here, it's looking for boom mode B. So let's find boom mode B, 75 foot. And look, it's already highlighted right here. Boom mode B. So we have to determine where in here that we're going to be. We already know our options are, to help narrow it down, are over here. So 35, 45, 55, and 65. So 35, 45, 55, and 65, and anywhere in between. So we only have 4 options, so that'll help it narrow it down. So let's go to here, and we know it's not going to be 70, so it has to be, we have to be living between 35 and 65. So 65, let's go like this. Let's make that just a little bit smaller. Help us decipher a little bit. So we're living in here. We're living at 360 degrees over the side, and we're living at 35. So let's take our numbers. We already know what our deductions are going to be. So this is how far can we take 5,600 pounds with all these deductions. So we still got to add all our deductions together. So our deductions are 3,160 pounds, right? So we're going to take that from 9,000. We're just going to start at the bottom because that's the biggest number. We might as well start at the bottom, work our way up if we got, because we know it's probably going to be down the last 2 just by looking at it. So we're going to do 9,700 minus 3,161, and that gives us 6,540. So just over 6,500 pounds. If we were to do, so we're looking at 65 feet right now. This is probably where we're gonna live. 65 feet. Let me change colors here so we can see it a little better. 65 feet is where we're at right now. Let's try going up one more. Obviously, we know that it's probably going to be 6,500 pounds because at 60 feet, it jumps quite a bit, and 55, it jumps even more. So 55 is our next option. Let's do 13,800 minus 3,160 equals 23,500. That's definitely not it. We're good for 20, or sorry, I did that wrong. So we do 13,600 minus 3,160 equals, we're still good for 10,440 pounds at 55 foot. So our answer is going to be 65 foot, 9,700 pounds, because like we said, 9,700 minus 3,160 gives us a net capacity of 6,500 pounds. So 6,500 pounds. That's going to be 65 feet.